What's going on, everybody? Critical Ray back here again, and it's Sunday again, so that means that tonight is my review that I do every Sunday night for the past 8 weeks. I have been doing them, and that is for HBO's newest limited series, Sharp Objects. Now, if you don't know what this show is or who's in it, it stars Amy Adams, Patricia Clarkson, Chris Messina. This episode was directed by John Mark Valley, who has also directed all the past episodes for this series and this latest one, and he's going to continue on with the last 2 episodes because we only got 2 more episodes left. And this episode was written by Ariella Blair and Don Camachi, and this was episode 6, and the name of it is called Cherry. And the basic synopsis for this episode is Chief Vickery finds a key piece of evidence in the Anne Nash case, and Richard looks for details about Camille's past. And that's all I can really say without giving so much away. Now, if you are new to watching my Sharp Objects reviews for this series, at the end, before I do the outro, I have a moment of where I talk about spoilers, and my theories on who the killer is, and just stuff like that. So stick around for that if you have watched this episode, and then let's talk about it afterwards. But yeah, guys, this episode had a lot in it, and it was also very, very confusing to me. Well, when I was watching, I was like, wait, they changed everything. Like, every little detail I thought I had done figured out, they completely just wiped that under our feet. And, you know, they answered some questions, but they also left us with way more than we already had. So, you know, this show, that's what they've constantly been doing. But in this episode, it's like they knew exactly, like, okay, they have to be getting close to figuring this out, so let's just throw them a curveball and, like, just completely change whatever their theories is. So, that's what this episode was. Now, this episode it was really well paced, especially for what it was. This episode had a lot going on. You had the detective who likes Camille, and he's looking into her past, and, you know, we've been getting glimpses of her past from her drinking and just looking back. She's in her hometown and stuff like that. So, but we also get some confirmations on some of the stuff that we thought we knew. But now we know for sure that it's happened. It's just been assumed. And same with some of the other characters. You also get to see a little bit more of how Camille was in the past. This episode really focused on her past, as well as, you know, her relationship with her stepdad, her half-sister. You know, you really get to see why she is the way that she is, and I love that aspect of it. You also get to see some of the more side characters, you know, really get to come out and interact with Camille and the detective, which I thought was really well done. You know, some of them didn't exactly deserve as much screen time as they did, but what are you gonna do? It was an hour-long episode, so who knows? Maybe it has a reason later on. That's another thing I like about this show. You might think that it's pointless now, but then an episode, 2 episodes later, it might be like, oh, so that was, you know, a key part of the puzzle. And, yeah, that's really all I can say. You know, the directing, as always, is great. You know, the editing style and the filters and the cinematography looks great. The town is evolving more and more. You get to see more and more of the character of the town, which I love. You also, I mentioned in my last review, but in this episode, it really starts showing even more, was you really get to see how we, as watchers, are looking at the show through 2 different perspectives. we are looking at it as Camille's through her eyes, but we're also looking at it through Richard, who is the detective's eyes. So Camille is from the town. Now she figures things out. We get to know a little bit, but the detective is new to the town. We're new to the town, so he is the outsider, so he knows nothing like we know nothing. And as he discovers more and more about Camille's past, that's how we're going to find out everything about her past is through him. So we're supposed to be seeing it through his eyes. That's what I like about the show, is because they work together, but we're also trying to figure out the case, who the murderer is of these two girls through both of their eyes. One who is, drunk and, has a lot of mental problems, and one who is very stable but just doesn't know the town or the area and has to rely on just his instincts. So yeah, that's really starting to play out and come to light more and more as we get to the end of this show, which this is a limited series, so it's just these 8 episodes, and it should be over. But yeah, I did enjoy this episode, from everything that I just said. So I'm going to give Sharp Objects Episode 6 Cherry a 4.7. Because I don't know. I was watching it, and at some points I was like, why is this in here for this episode? And I could completely change my grading as the show goes on, because like I said, it doesn't make sense that it's in here now, but it might later on, so who knows. But I think 4.7 is a really fair grade for this episode as its own episode. And yeah, now we're going to get into the spoilers and talking about theories and stuff like that. So if you don't want to wait it out, or haven't watched the show, don't watch this part. I'll either put a link, like a little thing saying where to jump to the outro, or I can just do it now. If you're new to this channel and you like this review, hit that thumbs up button. Also share it with all your friends, family, everyone that you know, and people that you don't know. And comment and let me know if you have watched the show, if you haven't, stuff like that. And let's just talk about it once you get caught up. And yeah, subscribe for more for the last 2 reviews for this show, and just more awesome content. So now is the spoiler part. So I'll count down to 3, and hopefully you done clicked off. 1, 2, 3. Alright. So, I have thought about who the killer is a lot, and I have a lot of suspicions. In this episode, they found the girl, Ann Nash's bicycle in the pond at the pig farm. And one of the workers who saw Ann Nash's brother put the bike in there, that seems too easy, because I don't think he is the killer at all. I believe that, someone either did something for him or threatened him into saying that. Because everyone's been saying that it's him. Because he's the brother. He's the #1 suspect. And that's just too easy. Also, I don't think it's a man that did it. I really don't. I think a woman killed these 2 girls. And it could have been a group of women. Who knows? Because everyone in this town is batshit crazy. So, in the next episode, it looks like they're going to arrest the brother. I think this is just, a false lead, stuff like that. For some reason, I still think that it is Camille's sister. I think it's Camille's sister and her friends. Just for some of the things that she was saying while she was high as fuck. For some reason, that's the intention I get. And the mom obviously knows way more than Camille thinks she does, because Ann Nash's brother's girlfriend, said that if you want to know more about Ann Nash, go ask her mom. Use her as a source. So there's that. And we also learned that Camille was when she was a cheerleader, she did have in the woods with a football player, she did get raped and had a train of men on her. We also learned that, which we kind of already knew, but it just got confirmed. We also found out that, Camille's younger sister who passed away was very sick, and they never did an autopsy to know what was wrong with her because her mom didn't want to have one for her and just kind of accepted it. We also learned that at the end, you see Camille and her sister laying in bed together, and we also see their mom, Adora, peek her head in, which, as you know, in last episode, Adora told Camille that she never loved her own daughter she never loved. And we also learned that her stepdad and her never had a relationship, because I was always wondering what their relationship was, because I thought he was always on her side. Nope, he always sides with her mom, and, she made him basically kick Camille out of the house because Camille is making her ill, which is stupid. But at the end, who the fuck was the little girl telling Camille that it wasn't safe in the mirror? The reflection. There was no little girl, but it looked like a ghost was telling her that it's not safe here. And it looked like either Anne Nash or the other girl that was killed. I don't think it was Camille's younger sister, but to me, that tells us that the killer is in that house with her. So that means it's either the mom or it's her sister, which would mean I was right all along. So who knows? We're going to have to wait 2 more episodes, and hopefully they will wrap it up nicely. I don't know how they're going to wrap this up in 2 more episodes, but I know they are going to. So, yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed this review series. Hopefully you're going to stick with me to the last through the last 2 episodes, and also see if you have any other TV shows you'd like me to review, shows like this. I'll gladly try them out and test out reviewing them. But yeah, comment. Let's talk about, like I always say, just comment down below and let's talk about all your theories and who the killer is and stuff like that. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button because it always does help me out. And also in the description, I have links to my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages for the channel. You can click on over there for, movies I'm going to see, things I'm thinking about playing, for gameplay videos, movie reviews, TV reviews, my thoughts and theories on certain things, stuff like that. Also, share it with all your friends, family, everyone that you know, and people that you don't know. And hit that subscribe button for more awesome content like this. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.